Hiya, my name is Ellison, and today I'm going to give you a brief introduction to guitar. So the first thing we need to know about the guitar is what it's comprised of. Starting with the body, which is this black bit here, and followed by these pickups, or if you have an acoustic guitar, a sound hole. The purpose of the pickups and the sound hole is to catch the vibrations of the strings and amplify them, thus producing the sound of the guitar. Next, we would have the neck, which is this back part here. On the neck is the fretboard with these little metallic pieces going down the center, known as frets. Next, we would have the headstock, and these are known as tuning pegs. The tuning pegs are responsible for controlling the pitch of the guitar. The last bit we have are the strings. So the strings are set up from low to high. I'm going to share my screen really fast to give you an example. All right. So as the strings are set up from low to high, the strings would go in order of E, A, D, G, B, and another E. A good mnemonic device that you can use to remember these strings is elephants and donkeys grow big ears. So the next thing we need to know is string to note orientation. So each fret on the fretboard is a different semitone depending on what string and fret you're on. And as the strings are set up at an interval of a fourth apart, with the exception of the strings G to B, which is actually an interval of a third apart. This means that if you play the fifth fret of a string, it is the same pitch as the preceding string, if you're going from low to a high. For example, if you play E on the fifth fret, it equals open A. A on the fifth fret would equal open D, and so on and so forth, with the exception of the fourth fret of G equaling open B. Lastly, we can use string to note orientation and the chromatic scale to build chords. An example of this would be an E major chord. You need an E, a G sharp, and a B to build an E major chord. So what we do is we walk up chromatically on each string until we find either an E, a G sharp, or a B. Use the note that you find first, either E, G sharp, or B, as long as you make sure all three notes are somewhere being played. So if we do it on the guitar this way, we have an E already in place. This would be an A, so we walk up, A sharp, B, there's a B. Next string, that's a D. We walk up, it would be D, D sharp, E. There we go, we found another note. The G string, pretty simple. We walk up one fret, and there's our G sharp. Now we have all three notes, but we still have more strings, so let's continue. Next string would be a B, there you go, and an E. So now we have multiple of the same note, but we have all three, and that's what's important. And now we have an E major chord. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this brief introduction to guitar, and I hope that you can apply the string to note orientation and chromatic scale to build your own chords. Anyway, thanks and enjoy. I'll see you next time.